Imagine planning to invade a country with jagged mountains, scorching deserts, and over 240 million people ready to fight back. Now add nuclear weapons and a military that's faced wars for decades. That country is Pakistan. Why is invading it nearly impossible? It's not just about soldiers or tanks, it's about nature, strategy, and a nation's spirit. We'll explore Pakistan's geography, military strength, nuclear power, resilient people, and the messy geopolitics that make invasion a losing game. Let's get started. Pakistan's geography is like a natural shield. In the north, the Himalayas and Hindu Kush Mountains rise over 7,000 meters, per National Geographic. These aren't just peaks, they're barriers. Narrow passes like Khyber are heavily guarded, with military outposts watching every move. Invaders would face avalanches, frostbite, and snipers. In 1965, during the Indo-Pak War, Indian troops struggled in these heights, gaining little ground, per Small Wars Journal. Southward, the Balochistan Desert spans 347,000 square kilometers. Its heat, sandstorms, and sparse roads make tanks and supply lines crawl. Yet, Pakistan's military has radar stations and hidden bases here, ready to strike. The east holds Punjab and Sindh, home to 70% of Pakistan's population. These fertile plains are laced with canals and roads, but they're also military hubs. Invading here means fighting in crowded, defended zones. Pakistan's terrain isn't just land, it's a fortress. Now meet Pakistan's military. 650,000 active troops, one of the world's largest militaries. They're not just numerous, they're experienced. Since 1947, Pakistan has fought 3 wars with India, plus decades of counter-terrorism in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. In 2019's Operation Swift Retort, Pakistan's Air Force downed a 2 Indian jet, proving its skill. The army excels in guerrilla tactics, learned in Kashmir's mountains, and conventional warfare, tested in 1971. The Air Force, with 450 combat aircraft like JF-17s, is small but agile. Pakistan's air defenses, including HQ-9 missiles, can counter drones and jets, per Arms Control Association. Radar networks and rapid response teams guard the skies. Invading means facing a military that's fought, adapted, and won in tough conditions. They don't just defend, they counterattack. Pakistan's nuclear arsenal is a game changer. As of 2023, it has approximately 170 warheads, per Arms Control Association. By 2025, this could reach 200 per science advances. Unlike India's no first use policy, Pakistan's doctrine allows first use if its territory is threatened, per Al Jazeera. This means if an invader crosses a red line, like seizing key land, Pakistan could launch nuclear strikes, per General Khalid Kidwai's 2001 statement. Missiles like Shaheen-2, 2,500-kilometer range, and Nasser, 60 kilometers battlefield use, cover strategic and tactical targets, per Arms Control Association. These are mobile, hidden in silos or trucks, making them hard to destroy, as per science advances. A 2019 study estimates a nuclear war could kill 50 to 125 million in South Asia, with global famine from smoke, per science advances. No invader can ignore this risk. It's a deterrent that screams, think twice. Pakistan's people are its backbone. With 240 million citizens, per UN 2024 data, the nation has a deep well of resilience. Decades of floods, power shortages, and political unrest have forged a population that doesn't quit, per The Guardian. In wartime, civilians often join the fight. During the 1965 Indo-Pak War, villagers in Punjab used rifles and local knowledge to slow Indian advances, per Small Wars Journal. Today, 70% of Pakistanis support defending the homeland, per a 2024 Gallup poll. Many have military ties, over 1 million veterans and reservists. Rural areas with strong tribal bonds would organize resistance, using terrain like Balochistan's caves or Sindh's canals. Urban centers like Karachi, 16 million people, would be chaotic battlegrounds. Invading Pakistan means facing not just soldiers, but a nation ready to resist at every turn. Non-state actors add another layer of danger. Pakistan's western border has long hosted militant groups like Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan. While the military fights these groups, an invasion could shift dynamics. Militants, knowing the terrain, could attack invaders using guerrilla tactics, ambushes, IEDs, hit-and-run strikes. In Afghanistan, similar groups exhausted U.S. forces for 20 years. In Pakistan, groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba, active in Kashmir, could join the fray. These fighters don't follow rules, making them unpredictable. An invader would face not only Pakistan's army, but also irregular forces turning mountains and deserts into death traps. This isn't a clean war, it's chaos. Regional geopolitics make invasion even riskier. Pakistan borders Iran, Afghanistan, and India, each with its own agenda. Iran, with 90,000 troops near Balochistan, could see an invasion as a threat. Afghanistan, under Taliban rule, is unstable, with 200,000 fighters who might exploit chaos. India, with 1.4 million troops, is Pakistan's rival. An invasion could spark India's involvement, escalating to a wider war. The 2019 Balakot crisis showed how fast tensions flare. Pakistan and India nearly clashed after an airstrike. China, Pakistan's ally, could provide arms or economic aid. Invading Pakistan means stepping into a web of alliances and enemies, where one wrong move could ignite South Asia. Even if an invader breaches Pakistan's defenses, occupation is a nightmare. Guerrilla warfare would erupt. In Balochistan, tribes know every cave and trail. In Punjab, dense villages would hide fighters. Karachi's slums would be ungovernable. The U.S. faced this in Iraq. After 2003, insurgents bled coalition forces for years. Pakistan's 240 million people, armed and motivated, would be worse. Supply lines would stretch across hostile deserts or mountains, easy targets for ambushes, per science advances. International backlash would grow. UN sanctions or protests could isolate the invader. And Pakistan's nukes, they'd loom over every decision. Occupation isn't victory, it's a slow, bloody trap. So, why is invading Pakistan nearly impossible? Its geography, mountains, deserts, fortified plains, stops armies cold. Its military, battle-tested and agile, fights on multiple fronts. Its nuclear arsenal, with a first-use policy, raises the stakes to catastrophe. Its people, resilient and united, turn every street into a battlefield. Non-state actors and regional rivals like Iran and India add chaos. And occupation? It's a guerrilla war no one wins. The smart move is peace. Support diplomacy, trade, and cultural exchange. Pakistan's food, music, and history are worth celebrating, not fighting. What do you think? Can nations avoid conflict? Like this video, subscribe for more geopolitics, and comment below. Thanks for watching.